All right, Moodle faculty, we're back at our training course. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to use our new plagiarism detection software, SafeAssign. I'm going to show you how to mark it to one of your assignments and then how to go grade by using SafeAssign. First thing is to create an assignment, which I've done down here, the SafeAssign assignment right here. If I go to my pencil on the settings, it'll come to where you put in like the due dates and those types of things, points, that type of thing. But you notice over here on the side now, there is a SafeAssign plagiarism plugin link over here. This is where you would set this assignment to use SafeAssign as a plagiarism detection. You can click the down arrow. There's a couple things you can check, three things. You can see check submissions with SafeAssign. Obviously, you want that checked because that's then going to go check with the SafeAssign database built into it. There is a little question mark over here, so if you're unsure about anything, you can click the question mark and it'll have some explanation on it. Second one down, allow students to view originality report. I would probably click this. This will allow the students, once it's submitted, they can actually see the exact same report that you're going to see. So they'll be clued in on what you're seeing. If you don't click that, they will not be able to see it. I'm not for sure why you wouldn't want them to see it, but if you don't, just leave that unchecked and they wouldn't see it. Otherwise, you need to check it. And then the box here, exclude submissions from institutional and global reference database. I would probably have that checked just so it moves it into our institutional database. That if, for example, my previous life on campus, I was a track coach, so say the track kids start keeping some submissions from some classes and they start recycling some of those. You could check it against our global institutional database to see if it's been turned in before by somebody on our campus, that type of thing. I'm going to leave this one unchecked right now just because this is more of a training thing. I've uploaded something, I really don't need it put to the global database, so I'm going to exclude it as far as our institutional database. So I've marked both of those. I want those used. Come over, save and return or save and display out here. And now the assignment's good to go. I have some dates. I did put Joe Raven as kind of our student in class. I did have Joe go in and turn in an assignment. Joe didn't do very well. He plagiarized some of it. We don't know that, though, as an instructor, but let's go see. It says if I to grade his assignment, I can either click here or I can just click the assignment. And you see over here, submissions 1 of 1. If I hit grade, it's going to take me out to where I can see Joe's submission. It turns it into a PDF, generating PDF, and you can see it was man search for meaning. He was supposed to write an essay on. Here's what he turned in. If you come over here, then on the right side of this, you see a SafeAssign score. SafeAssign overall score of 100%. What that score means is that SafeAssign is 100% certain that it was plagiarized. So the score here, say if it's a 15% score, SafeAssign believes, well, we're about 15% certain that it was somewhat plagiarized. On the SafeAssign scores, by what I've seen, 15% or under, SafeAssign says you should be good to go. If they have a score of, say, between 15 and 40 to 50%, as an instructor, you need to go look at the originality report that we're going to look at here in a second, see what you think. SafeAssign is somewhat certain that it was plagiarized, but it's up to you as the instructor. Anything above 50%, though, on the SafeAssign score, SafeAssign is fairly certain, 50 to 100% certain that it was plagiarized. So again, as an instructor, you can see, what you think about that. We're seeing 100% here for old Joe Raven, so let's go look at the originality report. We just click this, takes us out to SafeAssign, and this is what SafeAssign then looks at from the student's report. It gives the report down through here, and it highlights what it believes is plagiarized with the color over here and where SafeAssign believes the student copied it from. The yellow highlight, it looks like SafeAssign believes it was taken straight from Wikipedia, which it was. That's where Joe got it from. The next one, the teal color, blue color, it looks like it came from somewhere else. The green, you can kind of see, to be honest, from 3 here all the way this whole paragraph, I copied from one paragraph off the internet. So it looks like the paragraph I copied it from was plagiarized or had parts put together inside it. But this will give you a resource other than trying to guess if the student was copying and pasting, that type of thing. You can go view the originality report, and again, the student will be able to see this as well, so you can see where this came from, to use that. But it's still, overall, it's still up to you what you would report. Obviously, if the person has something cited inside here, SafeAssign is going to flag it. You might check to make sure it was noted like it was supposed to as far as the citations and stuff. But SafeAssign will help you, give you a better understanding of all that. So once the student submits it, it is a little bit of a turnaround, usually 5 to 10 minutes for this originality report to pop up. I turned it in as Joe, and then I logged in as the admin to look at the class, and it said it was generating report, that the SafeAssign was generating report. It'll be ready momentarily. And it took about 5 minutes for that to happen. So, but you would then put your grade the other way, obviously. If I go back out to the class, to grade it, if you don't like to use that way of grading, if you like to come over and just click one of one submitted, you can click that. It lists them. You can download. What was uploaded right here from the student, but then you can also see the originality report right here, which takes you to that same window to see that report. So I would use it, obviously, especially if they're writing essays or stuff you're wanting to make sure that they're not plagiarizing on. One quick look while we're here too. Let me log in as Joe. I created a second assignment that Joe hasn't submitted yet, but I wanted you to see what the student sees when they go to turn something in to SafeAssign. There is a little paragraph that they will see on their end. So I'm logged in as Joe now. I'm going to go to the faculty video training course. Came down to SafeAssign 1. Joe's already turned in SafeAssign that we looked at, but he wants to do SafeAssign 2. So he's going to come here. He's going to see I didn't have anything programmed, but he wants to add his submission to whatever the instructions are telling him to do. So he clicks Add Submission. And now he gets this little paragraph right here. All files uploaded will be submitted to a plagiarism detection service. SafeAssign accepts files in those file formats. By submitting this paper, you, the student, 1, agrees that you are submitting your paper to be used and stored as part of the SafeAssign services in accordance with the Blackboard terms and services and Blackboard privacy policy, and 2, that your institution may use your report paper in accordance with your institutional's policies, and that use of SafeAssign will without course blah blah blah. And they have to click submit right there. Obviously, this might be a wake-up call to some of our students in this upcoming fall about using plagiarism detection. But they will see that if you have it marked in an assignment, that is what the student will see on their end of it. When it comes to that. Hopefully, this video helps you. It looks to me like it's relatively easy to use. I hope it helps you. Thanks and good luck.